I got there a little bit before Kurt did, and the reason I remember that is because everybody in production in the office was like, it's my fucking problem to make sure he wasn't a fucking loose cannon. You know? It was all the bullshit that came with it. You know, with him coming, and most of it was due to some, I don't know if I heard it or not, but it was him and Karen on the Howard Stern show. You know? The Howard Stern, I mean, that's his shit. You know, he can get anybody to fucking say what he wants. You know, it's hilarious. I mean, the guy, not anymore, but when he had the juice, you know?
Right. Puppet master.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. You fall into the fucking shit. Into the... So, the guy wasn't that fucked up. He wasn't a fucking like a raging addict walking around tweaking and reacting and throwing furniture when he didn't get what he wanted. He was a guy that was fucking hurt. He was damaged goods. And he had to be fucking with pain pills to function. And, you know, if you remember, Vince didn't fire him for good. Vince wanted him to get cleaned up and healthy, you know?
Yeah, and he even talks about that.
Yeah, Vince wanted him to get cleaned up and healthy, and Dixie took advantage of a fucking situation. You know? That was her first real big live wrestling doll that she collected.
Yep.
You know? And, you know, it just was fucked up. So, Kurt, man, he was fine. The other parts about him were work ethic. You would always see when you know, don't forget, I worked the first 50 to 75 live events, too. So when we would go to Syracuse for the state fair or whatever the fuck, the only guys in the fucking gym right away were myself, Bob Backlund, and Kurt fucking Angle. You know what I mean? And you figure out when you're away, when you're a guy like Angle, how to make whatever kind of equipment you have work for you. You know what I mean? Me, I was just trying to keep my arthritis at bay because of all the fucking bullshit and walking I had to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Kurt, man, that motherfucker was always working hard. But I just think that she took advantage of that. And the way it started out was Kurt wanted to work there and also start Angle Foods. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah, actually, he pimped it on the show. He's got it's not he calls it a supplement company, but it's like protein snacks.
Yeah, he had Angle Foods. He's always wanted to get that going, but he was trying to push that. And then he found out the hard way that nobody was watching. The problem was, and he was saying it too, that they were paying him $650,000 a year no matter what. That was his guarantee no matter what. Because that's what he was making for Vince when he was on top. And the guy was only working 4 to 5 days a month. You know what I mean? So he started calling certain friends from there that were similar. You know, Rey Mysterio was one of the first ones to come to TNA. It's awesome. We can work 4 days a month and make what we were making for Vince. But that's great for them, but well, how great is that for a company?
It's not.
How great was that for Samoa Joe and fucking AJ Styles to see that, and then TNA would pay them shit, not pay other people in the company, and then say, we just signed Kurt and we've got so much money, we're paying him $650,000 a year for the next 4 years.
Yeah, but where are you pulling that money out of?
Well, fuck, I mean, you know, think about it. That company was supposed to be built around AJ. A couple, 3 years later, what's this? You know what I mean? I'm down here with not a real fucking guarantee. You know what I mean? So it was good for Kurt, but bad for Kurt at the same time. You know?